Hey, welcome back to JB Breaks Free. I hope you're having a great day, a blessed day, and getting 1% better than yesterday, and breaking free from whatever is holding you back the best that you can. I'm trying to do the same. It is Tuesday, July 5th. I hope you guys had a happy, healthy, and safe 4th of July. It was nice. I was able to spend the 3rd with my kiddos and wife, and yesterday we just hung out and had some good food and did some yard work and spent time outside and ate dinner outside and did some sparklers and watched a bit of Sing 2 on Netflix with the kids, and it was really good. In my vacation right now, my 4-day vacay, which is kind of cool, I did get out and Instacart a little bit this morning, and I made 36 bucks. You know, I didn't want to be out there all day, and there were some things I wanted to do around the house, but it's going good, and I figured if I can do that 4 or 5 times this week, it can make up a little bit for all these nights off that I have. I definitely want to talk about Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover. This is going to be Chapter 4, Money Myths, the Non-Secrets of the Rich. These are just passages that I've highlighted and may have helped me on my journey, may help you. Take what you need, leave the rest. And it's definitely one of those books that I want to leave to my kids, you know, or show my kids when they get a little bit older. Speaking of freedom of July 4th, freedom is really the main goal in life. And freedom is won by disregarding things that are beyond our control. And so make a list of the things that are in your control and make a list of things that are not in control. And what are you worried about? What are you trying to break free from? Is it within your control to break free from it? Then you can. And if it's not in your control, disregard it. You know, if you're trying to break free from gambling, cigarettes, drinking, stress, anxiety, diet, your mentality, all those things are going to be within your control. And you shore up those things and more, and exercise, all the things that you can control in your life, and you at the same time disregard the things you cannot control. That's what we're doing here. We're breaking free from the things that we cannot control, and we are taking care of the things that we can. And another thought on money: spending money can be seen as a failure to not solve a problem by smarter means. So, like, what are these things that we spend money on that we might be able to figure out for ourselves? You know, maybe some DIY things around the house or learning new skills. That's just another way to look at spending and to look at money, and keep those things in mind. Getting into Chapter 4, Money Myths, the Non-Secrets of the Rich. He goes, most money myths have to do with a lie about a shortcut or a lie about safety. We yearn to become healthy, wealthy, and wise with no effort, with no risk, but it will never happen. Why else is the lottery so successful in pulling in millions of dollars? Why do people stay at jobs they hate, seeking false security? Dave says the first risk is denial and thinking total safety is possible and likely. And second, easy wealth, looking for the magic key. And, you know, I don't know if I was in denial for too long. I probably did have my head in the sand at least and didn't even know what to be in denial of. And as far as easy wealth, that's not the key. No one's coming to save you. It's going to take hard work. He says, money denial involves illusion, followed by disillusionment. Not the prepared, not scared. Be prepared. Don't think it's an illusion. The second underlying problem is the quest for easy wealth. Let's see what he says here. Quick, easy money is one of the oldest lies or myths in the book of the human race. A shortcut, a microwave dinner, instant coffee, and lottery millionaires are things we wish that could give us high quality, but they never do. The secrets of the rich don't exist because the principles are not secret. There is no magic key. And if you are looking for one, you've set yourself up for pain and the loss of money. One of my pastors says that living right is not complicated. It may be difficult, but it is not complicated. Living right financially is the same way. It's not complicated. It might be difficult, but it is not complicated. It's going to take sacrifice, but it really isn't that hard to figure out, you know, to pay off your debt, to spend less than you make, to invest the rest, to be aware of spend tracking and budgeting, Not totally difficult things, but also not very easy. Myth versus truth. In addition to debt myths, we must dispel several other money myths as part of your total money makeover. Most of these myths, money myths, are rooted in the problems we have already discussed: denial and or a shortcut mentality. And there is no shortcut in paying off debt. It's just putting your nose to the grindstone and throwing everything you have at it and working double hard and saving double hard and sacrificing the things that you would normally spend money on. Myth, everything will be fine when I retire. I'm not saving yet, but I will be okay. Truth, the cavalry isn't coming. Dave says, wake up, this is the real world. Government, one that is so inept and dim-witted with money, is going to take great care of you in your golden years. That is your job. This is an emergency. The house is on fire. You have to save. You have to invest in your future. You will not be fine. Don't you get the picture? It's your job to take care of it. And I like the thing that the house is on fire, and with gazelle intensity, it is everything you got right now, everything you can to solve this problem. Your destiny and your dignity are up to you. You're in charge of your retirement. We'll talk about how to take charge of it later in the book, but for now, you'd be better off 100% convinced that this area deserves your full attention right now, not tomorrow or pretty soon. Myth, gold is a good investment that will cover me if the economy collapses. Truth, gold has a poor track record and isn't used when economies collapse. Myth, I can get rich quickly and easily if I join these groups, buy this DVD set, and work 3 hours a week. Maybe that's a shot at the 4-hour work week. I don't know. Truth, no one develops a 6-figure income on 3 hours a week. Probably most of the time, right? Myth, cash value life insurance like whole life will help me retire wealthy. Truth, cash value life insurance is one of the worst financial products available. And then he goes into detail on these things. Myth, playing the lottery and other forms of gambling will make you rich. Truth, the lottery is a tax on the poor and people who cannot do math. Lottery is a ripoff instituted by our government. Studies show that zip codes that spend 4 times what anyone else does on lottery tickets are those in the lower income part of town. The lottery or gambling of any kind offers false hope. And we talk a lot about hope on this channel. And there's hope and there's false hope. And false hope maybe doesn't have a plan. False hope maybe comes without action or knowing that you need to make a change. Have hope and then develop a purpose and a plan and go get it. Make it come real. Myth, mobile homes or trailers will allow me to own something instead of renting, and that will help me become wealthy. Truth, trailers go down in value rapidly, making your chances for wealth building less than you would have rented. If you want to own a home I want you to own a home because homes are a good investment. Myth, paying my funeral or kids' college expenses is a good way to invest and protect myself against inflation. Truth, plans for prepaid funerals and college expenses give low rates of return and put money in the other guy's pocket. Myth, I don't have time to work on a budget, retirement plan, or estate plan. Truth, you don't have time not to. Make some time. It really doesn't even take that long. Make some time. Most people concentrate on the urgent in our culture. We worry about our health and focus on our money only after they're both gone. I like that phrase. You know, I worried about my finances when we were massively in debt. And I think about all the time how I don't want to look back in poor health and think I should have done something sooner. The most successful people begin with the end in mind. Think about how you're going to be financially secure in your future and go get it. Think about how you want to be healthy in your future and make it happen. A budget is people telling their money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Tell your money where to go. There's lots of different budget systems. Stop wondering where it went. Track your money and it will be completely eye-opening. And that helped me become completely debt-free, including my mortgage. Let's see here. Earl Nightingale, a motivational legend, said that most people spend more time picking out a suit of clothes than planning their careers or even their retirements. What if your life depended on how you managed your 401k or whether you started your Roth IRA today? Actually, it does, because the quality of your life at retirement depends on your becoming an expert in money management today. Estate planning is never urgent until someone dies. You must think long-term to win with money, and that includes thinking all the way through death. More on this later, but just remember, everyone must budget, plan retirement, and do estate planning. Everyone. We budget. We plan for our retirement. We're dragging our feet with estate planning. We've been talking about a will for years since I first heard of Dave Ramsey, and that's something I have to get better at, and I will talk more about that on this channel. Myth: the debt management companies on TV like Ameridebt will save me. Truth: you may get out of debt, but only with your credit crushed. Another problem with debt management by someone else is that your habits don't change. You can't have someone lose weight for you. You have to change your exercise and diet habits. Handling money is the same way. You have to change your behavior. Turning all your problems over to someone else treats the symptom, not the problem. Very true. It's a lifestyle change. And I would not be where I am today. Our family would not be where we are today if we did not change our bad habits and develop good habits in place. Myth: I can buy a kit to clean up my credit and all my past misdeeds will be washed away. Truth: only inaccuracies can be cleaned from credit reports, so this is a scam. Dave rants: I am not against the enjoyment of money. What I am against is spending money when you do not have money to begin with. Myth: the divorce decree says my spouse has to pay the debt, so I don't. Truth: divorce decrees do not have the power to take your name off credit cards and mortgages so your spouse doesn't pay. Be ready to, you still owe the debt. Myth: the collector was so helpful, he really likes me. Truth: collectors are not your friends. Myth: I'll just file bankruptcy and start over. It seems so easy. Truth: bankruptcy is gut-wrenching, life-changing event that causes lifelong damage. We teach people to carry cash. In a culture where the sales clerk thinks you're a drug dealer if you pay with cash, I know this suggestion may seem weird. However, cash is powerful. If you carry cash, you spend less, and you can get bargains by flashing cash. That's definitely true. Several times in my life, obviously, cash is off the books and can get you a little bargain. I've almost always paid with cash being a waiter, and I think it's just kind of mindless to swipe the card. Cash, you can actually see it moving. Myth: I can't use cash because it's dangerous. I might get robbed. Truth: you're being robbed every day by not using the power of cash. Myth: I can't afford insurance. Truth: some insurance you cannot afford to be without. Talks about a person who had a biopsy and health insurance paid $100,000 for them. Without it, they would be in trouble. We cover insurance in detail at Financial Peace University and in other books, but you must have insurance in some basic categories as part of the Total Money Makeover. Dave says auto and home insurance, life insurance, long-term disability, health insurance, and long-term care insurance. And he gives details why. Myth: if I do a will, I might die. Truth: you're going to die, so do it with a will. Estate planners tell us that 70% of Americans die without a will. Dumb, really dumb. The state, known for its financial prowess, will decide what happens to your stuff, your kids, and your financial legacy. A proverb says, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. I like that. Not even thinking about my kids, but my kids' kids. That one really hit home with me. You're gonna die, so go out in style with a will in place. If you have carefully read and understood why these myths are untrue, I have great news for you. Your Total Money Makeover has already begun. The Total Money Makeover is a remaking of your view of money so that you permanently change how you deal with money. You must walk to the beat of a different drummer, the same beat that the wealthy hear. If the beat sounds common or normal, evacuate that dance immediately. The goal is not to become normal because normal is broke. And normal is what we're trying to break free from. Normal is worrying about things that might happen before they do. Normal is being in debt and buying things that you can't afford. Normal is media manipulation. Normal is wasting time. Normal is vices and addictions. Normal is is something to avoid, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to break free, and we're not going to be normal. We're going to rise above, and that's what I'm trying to do every day. It gives my life passion and purpose and hope, and I hope that brings the same to your life. I look forward to talking to you guys on the next video.